Hey, free thinkers. I want to ask you guys a question. Does collective bargaining helps the average man or woman? Hear me out. So, the board of trustees could justify a CEO salary and give him $10 million based on the revenue profits that's coming in, right? They could give him $10 million. Justify it. No problem. The CEO could give the director $5 million and he could justify it, right? Based on record share, record profits. The director could actually and do he could give the managers a salary of $500,000-$600,000, and it's justified. All that is justified based on the growth of the corporation and the profits that's coming in. And then the managers could justify giving the supervisors a raise. Again, based on the profit share and the revenue that's coming in, all that stuff could be justified. Here go the problem now that I'm having in America is that now collective bargaining comes in place when it comes to the employees. Even though all these other people are employees, directors, managers, and supervisors fall in an entirely different category than the employees. Now imagine you as an employee, you start at 8 o'clock and you finish at 4:30, or you start at 9 and you end at 5. And you have this person that starts the same time as you, but instead of coming in at 8:30, comes in at 8:45. Instead of coming at 9 o'clock, comes in at 9:30. Okay? Now, you are there at the beginning of all your shift, and you're finished, and you're the last person leaving every night. Right? While this person who shows up late, always shows up late, on never on time, is always calling HR, is always doing something that's supposed to be done, is always on a disciplinary, is always getting in trouble, is always creating a problem in the job, and then doing collective bargaining, this person gets the same salary as you. Think about it. Get the same salary as you, and they did less than you. You're the ones getting all the above and beyond awards. You're the one that's doing all the achievement, and they turn around and say, how come you're looking after this person but not me? When they're not willing to come in and do anything above and beyond. I've seen people in this space talking about, I clock in at 8:30 and I leave at 4:30. You better not tell me about doing no overtime because I'm not doing that. And then you have people that says, you could count on me. I'll do the extra hours just to make sure that this business is profitable. But then I don't get this, I don't get the respect or the money because I now have to wait for collective bargaining to come in so I could get the same amount of money as this person who complains about everything under the sun. So I ask you, everyone, does collective bargaining help the average employee? I understand union, but does collective bargaining helps the average man? Because you see, while the CEO and even the board get raises, think about it. Congress the other day voted to raise their salary. They're not on a collective bargaining. The Senate, they're not on a collective bargaining. The judges, none of these people are on a collective bargaining. But the employee are under collective bargaining. And again, I'm not saying unions are bad, but I'm saying what we should be focusing on is how to help the average man when his job performance is over, what does he walk away with? Because depending on what state you're in, automatically the company that you work with set up your IRA, your 401k, your pension, and all that other stuff. But that's what the government should be making sure happens for the average employee. That these corporations set up a trust for their employees, right? And if that's what the union is supposed to be doing, I have no problem with that. But this thing where we're arguing for $16 extra to be paid out in the course of 5 years is freaking ridiculous. Why not $75 an hour? We're giving countries $300 billion, but the average man have to go to collective bargaining to maintain his lifestyle, send his kids to school, buy a home, buy a car, go on vacation. We have to go through collective bargaining. You see, in my opinion, every job that you do have a performance and evaluation in place. That's how you know how to rate your employee. Now, to me, if this employee is on a trajectory to go this way, then I'm going to focus on that employee. If I got an employee that's trajectory going that way, then I got to get rid of Deadwood. But at the end of the year, or the collective bargaining, the person on this trajectory shouldn't be on the same salary as the person going on that trajectory. That makes no sense, people. Make it make sense. And we have to correct that. It got to be something in place to correct that. And if collective bargaining is one of the reasons to get rid of it, get rid of it. And let the people who earn their merits get what's due to them, and the people who don't earn their merits get what's due to them. But we all shouldn't fall in the same umbrella. You're not doing your part, and I'm doing my part, but we're making the same amount of money. That's like we're all in a boat to row, and this side is rowing harder than this side. Then we're going to constantly go in a circle. You see that, Americans? So think about the next collective bargaining. We have been bargaining for pennies. We have to start bargaining for dollars. Make it make sense. Free thinkers.